journey to fish in every single state, and today we're in Nebraska. It's currently December, the water's freezing, so it's gonna be a tough day of fishing. Holy crap, it's freezing. I can't even back up my Subaru that I drive, but I gotta back up the boat. We'll see how this goes. I can't even get in the truck. Oh my. Okay. What? Okay. Scary. I act like I had to completely back down the trailer down the ramp, but Evan had lined it up for me, and I honestly had to back it up about 10 feet only. Went to the bathroom before putting my bibs on. I had to go again. We came to this lake to fish for smallmouth bass. It would be tough because they would be deep this time of year. We checked the weather before we came here, but we had a lot of unexpected wind. It just made for a really bumpy ride on our run to the spot we would be fishing.
Small just because of how they are this time.
Here, I'm saying how scared I was and how I decided to sit. I missed a bite because I thought it was a rock. We decided to tuck up behind this cove to protect ourselves from the wind. Unfortunately, this would mean we would be fishing shallow and we would not be able to catch a smallmouth. Evan's umbrella rig had gotten intertwined with my line, and trying to get this untangled in the wind was awful. What? I'm trying, but it's tough on it. Alright, Evan got the first fish of the day. Gosh darn it. And I just missed a bite. First fish of the day was a yellow perch. We had no idea they were here. Alright, we've moved up against the dam. Oh my. Unfortunately, the water clarity is not so good. We've only landed one fish and we've been fishing for about 90 minutes. I lost so many fish, so I started setting the hook on everything. Unfortunately, all I caught that day was rock snags. The water is not fishing well here, so we're gonna take the boat to a different lake about 30 minutes away. Due to the cold weather, we knew we might have not caught any smallmouth bass, but this just meant at our next spot, I had to land a fish so I could say that I had fished in Nebraska successfully. The run back to the car was just as scary. I'm having to back up again. Okay. All right, we made it to our next stop right here. We're gonna fish at the bottom of this spillway.
Oh, you got one. Listen, you guys, listen.
At this point, the fish had not surfaced at all, so we had no idea what I was reeling in. Since it was fighting hard, we had thought that it might have been either a drum or a catfish. Classic, we forgot the net at the car. I hooked this fish on the first cast, so I was absolutely excited. I needed to make sure that I had landed him. As you know, I lose so many fish because I don't set the hook hard enough. I am not the best at adjusting my drag, and sometimes I might just horse the fish too hard. I've been fishing for 8 years, and you would think I would have all that stuff dialed in. The fish finally surfaced, and I was able to see that it was a channel catfish. The catfish was not that big, but he still put up a really hard fight. First cast, and I got this cute little catfish. Yay! Oh. Alright, so we have a ton of blow-ups over there, but I can't tell what they are. And they just might be too small. Alright, so we made it to the second lake today in Nebraska. Let's see if we can catch a fish. Thankfully, when we made it to this lake, the wind had completely died down, which made for a smooth run to the spot we would fish. Gosh, there's a ton of fish right here. Evan was throwing a blade bait, and how to work that lure is to jerk up your rod and let it sink back to the bottom. I was throwing a live worm.
The shad ate it to the mouth. The shad ate it in its mouth. I don't understand why. Why did the shad eat it? Another giant shad. Maybe I wish I had a cooler.
Shut up, that's freaking crazy.
I would take it home and freeze it for catfish bait.
Leave it to me to hook rocks and miss all my bites today. We were shocked the shad were eating it in the mouth because they have such small mouths, and those blade baits were a lot bigger than they could take in their mouth.
Oh, did they come out?
No, he's still there.
Fight. I think it's really good.
I was just so excited to hook onto a fish because I swear Evan was catching every single one of them. Here I am adjusting my drag because it was way too loose for how big this fish was. I was stressing because I really wanted to land this fish because I had not landed one while we were at this lake. As you can see, I would lose my fish.
That sucks.
Ah! You catching all the fish. Huh?
I'm gonna tie you out a blade bait. I'm not catching it, I think I'm just sniping.
I missed one. Oh.
There you go. Oh, that's big. Oh, that's really big. Keep it tight, keep it tight. Oh, it came off. Baby.
He did it. He did it. Oh!
No, he's still there. He's still there.
He's still
keep
there.
it tight.
Every time I lose a fish, I'm always discouraged, but I'm always going to throw my line back out there. I was stressing because I really wanted to land this big fish because, again, I had not landed a fish. Part of fishing is that sometimes you are going to lose those big fish, but I swear you learn the most on the fish that you lose. I think back on what I did wrong and I try to adjust so the next fish that I hook onto, I'll be able to catch. Evan wanted to get an action shot of me reeling in the fish, so he decided to move the camera in the back.
No! Did it really come off?
Yes! It was so big.
Alright, we'll get back.
It looked like a catfish though.
Yeah. You want a blade bait or no?
No. Let's see if I can actually land a fish now.
Switch really quick.
Evan!
What?
You're just trying to prove that you can catch a fish.
No, I just
on
want to
this.
see what will happen.
Alright. One of the things that really irks me about Evan is that if I'm not catching anything on my lure, he thinks that he can catch something on the lure that I am using. He wanted to throw a couple of casts to see what was going on. We did have a live worm on there, so it was really strange that none of the fish were biting on it. Okay, will you just tell the people that you didn't catch one on the worm?
I did not catch one on the worm.
An idiot. Thank you. At this point, we found out that the worm was not working, so I had tied on a blade bait. Here, I had finally hooked onto a fish, so I was so excited. I needed to land this fish because, again, I can't say I successfully fished Nebraska until I had landed a fish. As you can see, he had put up a hard fight, and I was excited to finally land a shad. You keeping in? Okay.
Hey, I got a cat.
You got a catfish? Maybe the catfish that came off, that was mine. Clearly, I was incredibly bitter about the catfish that I had lost earlier that day. And who allowed me to be this sassy to Evan? He's just trying to have a good time trying to fish, and I'm just bitter that I've lost so many fish, and Evan has landed probably about 20 fish that day so far. Here, I had reeled in another shad. We had moved and scoped some other fish, so we decided to cast to see what they were. And these fish were biting and fighting really hard. Here, Evan and I were doubled up.
Probably. Oh, no. Right here.
Huh?
He's like to the fin.
I want to see you hold this.
You want me to hold that one?
Yeah, I just want to take a photo with you holding this one. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Can you unhook mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My first buffalo carp. Nice.
I got something.
Insert clip where Evan says that's because I catch all of them.
Yeah, that's okay.
All I'm saying is I catch more fish when I'm not with you.
That's because I catch all the fish.
Oh my god.
Hold it up. Hold the shit up.
I am shaking. Okay.
And these buffalo carp kept biting, so Evan wanted to see if he could reel in too. I refuse to hear any carp hate. They're so fun to reel in. Oh my gosh. The sun was setting, so we decided to leave. It would be a 3-hour drive home. I decided to start this series of fishing in every single state to really showcase my love for fishing and just to explore the United States. I was so excited to have Nebraska be state number 1 because I've always wanted to fish here.
Thanks for fishing Nebraska with me. Where to next?
Hey! Oh my gosh, wait. I literally just wanted to pet one. Oh my god!